So, guys, this is my review for Hajime no Ippo, episode 72. And with that, guys, let's dive right into it. So, guys, first and foremost, like I was talking about the end of episode 71, my reaction and my review. Ippo charging in, sneak attack, basically, on Sendo at the beginning of this fight. As soon as the bell rings, and he knocks him down in 14 seconds. The first 14 seconds of this fight goes gradually in the way, in Ippo's way, on the card, points and all. It works in Ippo's favor, and it seemingly seems like it's working in Ippo's favor, right? I believe that this wasn't the end of the fight. At the beginning of the fight, I'm like the hype for it and everything. I talked about that in my review of episode 71. The hype for this fight was just too real for it to just end like that. I would have been super shocked if the fight would have ended right there and then. But as we see throughout this episode, that's not the case. And specifically, once we get to the halfway point of episode 72, when we're basically in round 2. Round 1 definitely leaned heavy for Ippo, but it drastically changed simply because of what they were talking about. Chief and Taka were talking about, where they were saying the conclusive something, I can't remember, it's conclusive something, and Chief saying the unavoidable gap. That's literally what I titled episode 72, the unavoidable gap, where because Ippo trained specifically in a specific way, because Sendo trained in a specific way, they were 50-50, they were equal throughout this entire fight, but because Sendo has a specific advantage against Ippo. Now that the fight's going to continue in me walking into episode 73, hopefully I'll be able to watch episode 73 and 74 within the course of the next few days. I'm really hoping, depending on what life has for me to deal with over the next few days, I'm definitely looking forward to trying to watch the next couple episodes. But as we see, again, the first round, it went to Ippo. The second round definitely started to lean, and tremendously lean, in Sendo's favor. So that now we're walking into episode 73, round 3, to where it seems like Ippo is going to be in fear, high anxiety, all of that, the uncertainty of, and him being in his own head and believing that the fight is over. And again, Sendo's corner, his coach said that the win is in the bag now. They got it. I don't believe so. I believe Ippo's going to fight through this. He's got to get past his mental stasis, because I talked about this too. It's so crazy how our mind and how it affects the body, because we, something is blocking us mentally, something is going on in our mind, the brain waves and all of that, and all of this negative stuff, and it causes our body to have such a reaction. Now that Ippo is in this moment where Sendo's poured this fear in his brain, that is now gonna have such a major effect on Ippo in round 3, that, guys, this is what I was talking about with this fight. The hype for it, the build up for it. There was no reason why this fight should have ended how Ippo started it, right, with the knockdown, first 14 seconds. So now, once round 3 starts, it's really gonna start to shift in such a way and see how things go. But all in all, episode 72 was just really great, because they were going back and forth and this, that, and the third. But again, the gap, that unavoidable gap, just began halfway past the halfway mark of this episode. And now, of course, I'm worried for the homie Ippo, right? I'm really worried for my homie. But it's all a mental thing right now. He has a lot of fear in his heart. Anxiety is running high, skyrocketed for him, and confidence for Sendo has begun, and he is ready to take control of this fight how he wants. And even his coach said that this is what he does. He puts fear in his opponent's hearts and eyes and minds and stuff like that, and that's how he's able to go in and why he has like 14 KOs and stuff like that, 15 wins and all of that. So, it's just one of those things, guys. At this fight, there's a reason why these two are fighting in this moment while I'm watching this anime. There's a reason why this fight is going down as one of the greatest fights ever in anime history, anime sports history. Definitely, it's about to pick up. It's about to go down. But again, like I said, Ippo, he just has to get out of this, and I believe he is. I believe episode 73 is going to be just really rough to watch, and then things should hopefully shift back to it being 50-50 walking into episode 74. That's what I'm believing is going to happen. We'll see what happens. But what did you all think of episode 72 when you first sat down to watch it for the first time? Leave some comments in the comment section below. Let's talk about some things, guys. But other than that, I will hopefully talk to you all with my reactions and review videos for episode 73, 74 to come. Peace, guys.